Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq extends greetings to Omani citizens, residents, and the Islamic nation on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. His Majesty the Sultan and His Excellency the President of Turkey exchange Eid al-Fitr greetings through a phone call. And His Majesty the Sultan receives greetings from a number of officials in the Sultanate of Oman on the occasion of the upcoming Eid al-Fitr. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq extended greetings to Omani citizens, residents in the Sultanate of Oman and the Islamic nation on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr 1446 AH. The Diwan of Royal Court issued a statement to this effect reading as follows. Upon the auspicious advent of Eid al-Fitr this year, 1446 AH, and as the Almighty Allah has bestowed His bless upon Muslims, enabling them to complete fasting of the holy month of Ramadan and to perform prayers throughout its nights, His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq has extended his greetings and congratulations to Omani citizens, residents in the benign land of Oman, and to the whole Islamic nation on this delightful occasion, while expressing his wishes of a happy and peaceful Eid al-Fitr holiday for the people of Oman and residents. His Majesty the Sultan also prays to Allah the Almighty to bring back this happy occasion and similar events at a time or relish the bounties of well-being and prosperity. His Majesty the Sultan prayed to Allah the Almighty to bestow upon Omanis and residents therein all forms of bounties and blessings. May Allah the Almighty protect His Majesty the Sultan, endow him with abundant bounties and blessings, and guard him as a symbol of support for the Sultanate of Oman and its loyal people. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq and His Excellency President Recep Tayyip Erdogan of the Republic of Turkey exchanged Eid al-Fitr greetings through a phone call today. During the call, His Majesty the Sultan expressed his sincere sentiments and best wishes to His Excellency President Erdogan, wishing the Republic of Turkey and its people a happy Eid al-Fitr. On his turn, His Excellency the Turkish President expressed his heartfelt sentiments to His Majesty the Sultan, wishing him good health and happiness. He prayed to Allah the Almighty to return this happy Eid on His Majesty for many years to come, and at time His noble people enjoy further progress and prosperity. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq has received greetings and well wishes from a number of officials in the Sultanate of Oman on the occasion of the upcoming Eid al-Fitr for the Hijri year 1446. In their messages, they conveyed their sincere congratulations to His Majesty the Sultan on this blessed occasion, wishing him continued good health and well-being and a long life. They also prayed to the Almighty to surround His Majesty with His protection and care, grant him success and wisdom, and bless him with many more joyous occasions. In addition, they reaffirmed their unwavering loyalty, obedience, and dedication to serving Oman and its proud people. His Majesty received Eid al-Fitr greetings from His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for Cabinet Affairs. His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs. His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Royal Court. His Excellency General Sultan bin Muhammad Al Nu'mani, Minister of the Royal Office and Head of the Supreme Commander's Office. His Excellency Sheikh Abdul Malik bin Abdullah Al Khalili, Chairman of the State Council. His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal Al Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council. His Excellency Hassan bin Muhsin Al Shariqi, Inspector General of the Police and Customs. His Excellency Lieutenant General Saeed bin Ali Al Hilali, Head of the Internal Security Service, wishing everyone a blessed and joyous Eid. The head of the Palestinian Islamic Resistance Movement Hamas in Gaza, Khalil al-Hayya, announced that the movement has agreed to the ceasefire proposal received from mediators 2 days ago. Al-Hayya added that Hamas has responded positively to the proposal and hopes that the Israeli occupation will not obstruct the mediators' efforts. The negotiations focus on a 40-day ceasefire, during which 5 Israeli prisoners will be released in exchange for reopening the Rafah crossing and the entry of humanitarian aid. The agreement would also pave the way for resuming talks on the second phase of the previous agreement. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office stated that he has held a series of consultations regarding the proposal received from mediators. In response, Israel has conveyed a counter-proposal to the mediators in coordination with the United States. 11 Palestinians were martyred and dozens were injured in a series of airstrikes carried out by the Israeli occupation as part of its ongoing aggression on the Gaza Strip. Palestinians' medical sources reported that Israeli forces bombed a house and a tent sheltering displaced people in Bani Sahela, east of Khan Yunis, as well as homes in Al-Jarn area and Al-Jabalaya in the northern part of the Strip. Artillery shells also targeted the town of Abasan. Sources added that several Palestinians were wounded when a drone strike hit a gathering in Kharbat al-Adis area north of Rafah. The Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara formed a new transitional government that includes 23 ministers. The new government included the appointment of new ministers while others maintained their positions. The Syrian president also renewed for the first time a ministry for sport and another for emergency. Earlier this month, Syria has announced a constitutional declaration that is designed as a foundation for the transitional period to protect the central role of Islamic Sharia and adopt women's rights and freedom of speech. 2 people were killed and others injured when Russian drones struck a shopping mall, residential areas, and other targets in Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry said that among the targets struck by the drones were a military medical center and an administrative building. The ministry added that its air forces destroyed 65 drones launched by Moscow last night, noting that Russian forces are concentrating their strikes on eastern Ukraine, making Kharkiv a frequent target of airstrikes. For its part, the Russian Defense Ministry said it had taken control of Zaporizhzhia district in Ukraine's Donetsk region. After the earthquake in Myanmar, a number of countries continue to send ships and planes loaded with relief and supplies, rescue workers, while other international aid is intensifying. The death toll from the earthquake exceeded 1,600, with at least 2,300 injured, as rescue teams search for many of the missing. In Thailand, the government announced that 9 people were killed while about 100 remain missing in the capital, Bangkok, most of them workers trapped under the rubble of collapsed tower block as a result of the earthquake. South Korea, China, and Japan have held their first economic dialogue in 5 years, aiming to facilitate regional and global trade cooperation among the three nations through negotiations on a free trade agreement. The talks come as the three countries prepare to respond to U.S. President Donald Trump's 25% tariffs on auto parts and imports. Still to come on News Bulletin. Markets in al-Barami witness a great demand. Several countries around the world celebrated today the first day of Eid al-Fitr. Hundreds of thousands of people performed Eid prayers at Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, and the Eid sermon emphasized the values of tolerance, coexistence, brotherhood, and joy that Islam brings. At Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem, thousands performed Eid prayers despite the barriers and restrictions imposed by the Israeli occupation forces. It's worth mentioning that most Islamic countries will celebrate the first day of Eid al-Fitr tomorrow, Monday. Al-Barami Governorate welcomes the holy occasion of Eid al-Fitr with markets full of various products that witness a great demand from customers coming from all over Oman and the GCC countries. The products vary from cloths to accessories to food, spices and coffee, offering affordable prices for an ideal shopping experience. With such traffic, the Consumer Protection Authority works to monitor the prices of the products by implementing field visits to the governorate's markets. Likewise, the Barami municipality has conducted site visits to vegetable and fruit markets and the slaughterhouses to ensure the availability of safe products. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq extends greetings to Omani citizens residents at the Islamic nation on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. His Majesty the Sultan and His Excellency the President of Turkey exchange Eid al-Fitr greetings through a phone call. And His Majesty the Sultan receives greetings from a number of officials in the Sultanate of Oman on the occasion of the upcoming Eid al-Fitr. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, thank you for watching and have a happy Eid.